Good morning, folks. Think we're live. Good to go? Yeah. Okay. So we're making another droid today, I believe. A robot, or what I'm calling them in my project, golems. But, you know, we're making another one. Um, and I've gone ahead and I've already brought in a base mesh we're going to use. And I've kind of straightened it up a little bit. I moved it up from an A pose to a T pose so it's easier for us to rig. And I've separated out the parts into their various components so they'll be easier for us to play with. But other than that, haven't done too much. Other than doing all this work, I haven't done anything yet. Yeah, but it's just, I mean, that's not really too much part of making a robot, and it's necessary, but, you know, and I feel like we can spend our time doing other stuff. And I want to change this one around a little bit more than we changed the last one. It's going to be a little less human. So I'm going to come here and tab in, and we're gonna just play with it a little bit, see what we can make. Let's create a cylinder to start with, and S.1. Oh, and it's right. We don't want that. Maybe we need to do this. Let's come out. Okay, yeah. Shift S. Good, we're there. Okay, Shift A, mesh cylinder. We'll do it outside of edit mode. All right, S.1. S, Shift Z, and shrink it in. I'm gonna replace this arm looking part with just a cylinder to give us more of a robot vibe to it. And we're gonna go with individual origins now. RY90, SX, scale it longer. Cool, and GY, and just rotate it slightly so it lines up along. And we're gonna go ahead and just delete that. And we'll take this and we'll mirror it like the other stuff so it's aligned. It means we might not need this was it elbow anymore. We'll get rid of that. Okay. And then we'll do the same thing with this part here. Just going to delete it entirely. And I want to try something a little bit, I don't know, a little bit interesting for me. Cube, S.02. Take it down, GZ, bring it up to like there. We're going to make like some kind of a spine shape to center this thing. Bring it back into his butt. Cool. And 3. Yeah, cool. And tab, select that, and then 3. Now, E, actually, I don't even think I'm gonna do it this way. I think we can do it better because we have to keep rotating it this way. That's a pain. Let's just select this face and P, separate the selection. Cool. Now let's delete this. We have just this face now. And now tab 2. Select that edge. And E, 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 E. Yeah, because it's the same, isn't it? Unless we were to do it. But that's okay. We're just kind of blocking in, I think. Like that. Okay. And now we can come out and Q and solidify it this way. And if we take it and this and Alt X, mirror it. There we go, down the center. Right? Yep. And let's just, we'll apply the solidify modifier. got some kind of like a spine shape. I think that's pretty cool. And I'm gonna try, yeah, I just want to take this while I'm thinking about it and cut it in half. Like that. I'm just gonna apply this whole thing too. Yeah, just to give us, so I can see what the geometry looks like. That looks good. And then let's add something back into it into that center as well. On Shift A, add a, let's do a cylinder, I guess. Sure. And scale it in. Bring it up. And maybe rotate it backwards like that. And local S, Shift Z, bring it in, bring it back again. Although now we're cutting into that form down the bottom, but I don't know. That's okay. We'll look at that. We'll leave it like that. And yeah, I know I'm taking a human and then I'm like literally stick figuring it. I probably could have started with a human, but I wasn't entirely sure and I wanted to have some options. So this does give us some options. Do we want to do the same to the legs as we did to the arms? That would be a normal thing to do. Yeah, let's do it. Let's come in here, tab A, Shift S2, just to get it to where we want to. And back out, Shift A, mesh cylinder, scale it down, and S, and scale it in, and scale it down just a touch. 1, and let's rotate it so it lines up just a little bit better. Let's line it to here. If you can see it. Okay, we can delete this. Mirror this to this. And I think we want to make these bigger so it's different now. Alt scale. Now it's S Shift Z. All right, sure enough. And rotate them back a little bit. Okay. All right, I can live with that. I think. Just gonna make sure we are streaming. Yeah, we are. Cool. We good. Now, this butt shape. Not feeling it. I don't hate on it too much, but let's just see if we can smooth it out a little bit. Go to sculpt mode and just smooth back in that butt. I want to flatten it. Or flatten, smooth, flatten. No, oh, you're not let me do it. Let's apply hops first, make sure I'm doing it right. There we go. Now we kind of are. Plus punch up the strength. And something's beeping at me. Just want to get rid of this. Let's just drag it. Fine. I just kind of wanted to smooth it. There we go. Now it's smoothing. I don't know why it wasn't before. Into something a little bit more. A little less butt shaped. We don't need a butt on a robot. We do need hips, and that's cool that we have something that kind of works for that. And we want to keep the hip form in general, but we don't need butts. Butt me no butts. Okay. And object mode, And now it's mirrored again. Yeah, now it's more simple. And maybe scale it up a bit. I think visual origin. Well, now it's all origin to that. Just 2. Oh no. Tab A, Shift 2. Scale. There we go. I really could have done that simpler, but okay. And then maybe bring it back just a bit. And just rotate it just a titch. Something like that. Spent a lot of time getting our base form up, but that's cool. File, let's save. We haven't done that yet. No, not here. Live stream. Yes, there. New folder. 230721. Right? Yep. Live stream. Golem. And 230721-1 live stream golem. Okay. Now let's do some work. Let's get busy. First off, let's look at this piece, make sure it's solid. I don't think it is. No, it's not. 2, fill it up. Now it's solid. Okay. I'm going to do some remeshing, I think. Let's see, looking at it, it's not, well, it's not bad. Maybe we'll try and leave it alone. See how we get. The head, I think, is totally going to change, by the way, but we'll get to that later. Okay, I want to start with the spine, just because it was kind of an idea I had before, and I want to see if I can make sure it's cool. Make sure it's all selected. And does it have a mirror? No, I'm going to mirror it. It doesn't matter which side. Okay, now Shift-Q, plate and sets. And depth needs to be much bigger. Something like that. I mean, yep, okay, yep, something like that was what I was looking for. Although actually, let me try one thing first, because I had this idea. I want to try selecting all these loops. Yep, just these loops. Beveling them, make them bigger, and then reversing my selection. No, 3. Now reversing my selection to those sections. Now let's do this thing here. Shift-Q, plate and sets, plating seed. Cool. Yeah, now we have more of that. Like, I want to actually kind of feel a bit like a spine, so it has those ridges and bumps to it, and that's what I was hoping for. Maximum of, yeah, 5, sure. Let's see, we increase up. Does that give us, do we want to? I mean, that's kind of neat too. I think that's cool. Let's see, thickness, we can play with that. Yeah, yeah. And it doesn't really make a lot of difference there. Fill, this is just bigger versus clear. I think I want clear in this case. Tolerance, we can change it. Doesn't really make much of a difference for where we're at. 2 we liked. 5's cool. And they're all pretty neat. Okay, we'll go with that. We have spine. Oh, it's because I didn't do a save. I just save as. Save. Yep. Now, save. Yep. Okay, good. Okay. So we got that spine section done. Now, maybe we'll do the centerpiece here. and solo it. I want to edit this first and create some of these loops just this way to make it a little more square shaped. There we go. We want it all. And we'll do another plate inset. And whoo, that's big. That's too big on this one, but kind of neat. Depth, bring that back. Thickness, again, cool. Might be a little still too off. 9. Thickness. There we go. That's better. Nothing clipping there now. Cool. Think we can live with that. We'll do some more to it later. Save again. His chest piece. So this is where we start having to decide. Let's see. Okay, we are going to remesh this. Apply it. I think it's just a bit too not what I want. Quads. I'm going to set it to like 100. Remesh it. And it is super simple, but that's great. That's what we want. And then we're going to get rid of the original. I don't know why it's putting this stuff in cameras, but we don't want them there. Let's just move them back to our scene collection. So we got that. Okay. Oh, yes. Shift Q, plate insets. And if we just do the one and we bring it depth way down, I'm going to reset to operator defaults right now. It's kind of cool. I want this to be less though. I really do want it to just be kind of minor in that sense. Like that's cool. Yeah, and we need to re-give it our mirror modifier. I think we wanted it that way. That looks good. All right, yeah, so we got some areas of some larger areas in here, as well as the high frequency detail there. That is good. Yep, cool. Did this not get mirrored? I thought it did. Oh, I deleted the thing it was mirrored against. That's why. Mirror it, and we will apply it, and then we will just Shift S1. That's just Control A, all transforms. Yep. Now we can mirror it there. Now it's mirroring again. Okay. We'll get back to him in a second though. These guys. Solo them. I think I like that mirroring so much on the other one. I want to do it again. Let's apply, or the remeshing, not the mirroring. Down to 100. Did it do anything? Maybe it did. Delete the original. I think it did. Yep. And we'll mirror it around that. Okay. Cool. And then let's try, no, just this thing. Select it all. Yep. And plate and set it. And no, I hate it. Plate and set is not the right tool for this. Panels is. Yeah, panels definitely is. That's better, but it's still too much. Radial. Max size, bigger. There we go. And use vertex group just cause. Think. Okay, save it again. And oh, I did the same thing with this guy. Didn't apply the modifier. This to this. Yes. Then apply it and Control A, all transforms, and then apply it. Okay. Now it's mirrored again. Do the forearms. I think we're going to go with panels on them as well. I think panels cut just work cool for this stuff. Panels, seed. Oh, nothing selected, right? Yep. Panels, seed. Okay. I mean, I'm kind of okay with that. I know you're supposed to hit buttons a couple times to make it seem like you actually care and do stuff, but I'm pretty much okay with that. This one also needs to be remeshed. Okay. Let's apply it and quad it to 100. Cool. Delete the original. Take it. Mirror it. Still good. Okay. And sure. Might be a little too much actually. Let's see. I cut it down to plates like 25. Is that better or worse? Or about the same? Let's see, cut down to like 15, 10. 10's good. Yeah, we got less butt plate now. 10 feels all right. I think we're gonna hide some of this anyway on this guy. Save him. And here, we're gonna do plates or panels again. That works for me. I don't know about these kneecaps. We'll figure it though. Save. This guy. Again, I want to subdivide it or add edge loops until it's a little more square so we don't get these really long things. I know that makes it a lot higher poly, but maybe it makes it too high poly. Let's see what happens. If I quad remesh this down to 100. I get an interesting spiral too, don't we? How do I feel about that? I don't know. We'll see it. I'm not going to hate on it. It might be all right. Let's delete that. Tab A, yep. Shift Q. Plate insets. And oh, I need more than 10 plates this time now. Back to 500. It's like, why is it so small? Because it's, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah. That looks cool. I like that. Let's do the same to here. Grab it, select it, quad remesh it to 100. Okay. Yep. And then we need to delete the old one. Just doing this to keep us honest, so I know what I'm looking at. And cool. And plate insets. Big seeds. Cool. Okay. Little bit by little bit, we're getting there. I'm going to do the exact same thing, I think, with his feet. And remesh it down to 100. Yeah, it just gets it smaller. Actually, maybe I'll even reset it down to like 75. Yeah, okay. Delete that and that. There we go. Alt X, mirror it. Cool. Shift Q, plate insets, height seed. I don't like that. Well, I mean, I don't hate that. Let's see. Try different seeds, see if we like it more. It's not awful. Let's undo. I come through, Alt Z, B, and I want to turn off the bottom plates. So we're not editing those. Now, plate insets. And try it again. I'm gonna cut my reverse down a lot, so there's not nearly as much going in. And it's flat on the bottom. I mean, I honestly don't usually give too much of a shit about feet anyway. No one really looks at them. There we go. Save it. I'm sure someone's gonna be like, I love the feet. I can always tell when they're wrong. Yeah, okay. All right, fine. All righty. Getting there. Getting there. What to do for the head? I don't want it to be this head. I don't really want it to be this neck either, I don't think. Let's see. Is there something I want to use for a head? I was thinking about doing more kit bashing on this one. And is there I thought there was a camera. Security. There's a camera here. Do we want to just use this? Let's see what it looks like. Use a camera as the basis for the head. I mean, it's a very done robot sort of thing. It's thinking. It's really thinking. Do 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 do. Yeah, man, it's thinking. Just bringing a camera in, guys. It's not so bad. Come on. There we go. Okay. Kind of like it. I'm gonna need to do some tweaking to it clearly, but we can use that. Sure. Solo that sucker. Edit it. 3 Alt Z B Control L X. Well, first, okay. Tab. Okay. I mean, I don't even hate it just on the other head as much as I thought I might. I am going to, and I apologize if anyone cares, I'm going to duplicate this area into a new window and take it off to my second monitor because I like having my kit bash up, but it just takes up a lot of real estate in my screen. So now I can kind of see my parts, but I know you can't now, and I apologize for that. But it's not like that interesting. Just in case we want to use some more kit bash later, it would be easier to have it up there. Okay, 3. I'm going to bring it forward slightly. I mean, it's not awful. It does kind of keep that Star Wars robot vibe versus going too far the other direction into the like Ben Morrow style robot or the Vitaly Bulgarov. But I like both of those too. So, let's see. I'm looking through kit bash stuff just to see if there's anything I kind of want to use. And maybe I haven't really finished bringing a lot of my older stuff in. Some of these joints are kind of cool. I kind of wouldn't mind like that hex mount thing that everyone uses, but it is cool. It was very like 2010. It's like 2010 Ben Morrow robot part. I mean, Ben's awesome, so no argument there. Let's see. What's this part? Huge is what it is. Can we bring it down? Oh, it's kind of like back thing, or I say back thing, but let's see. Bring it down a little more. Let's scale to individual origin. I do kind of think it's cool. I mean, clearly. Yeah, we'll use that. Why not? Like I said, let's make something that's not quite as C3PO as the last one, that has a little bit more stuff to it. And maybe we'll tweak these things out a little bit as well. Let's see. I'm just going to look around, see if I got any other parts somewhere that I want to use. Oh, there we go. Yeah, some big, medium, small stuff. I do like those parts. Let's see. Mech assemblies. That's the hex thing I'm talking about. If you kind of were unclear of what I meant, and it gets used for necks a lot because it's fucking cool. Let's be honest. Yeah. We bring it up. Maybe we rotate our X 180, so the small one's on the bottom. Scale it in a bit. Rotate it like this. Just select that for right now. Okay, yeah. Okay. And GZ. I have to come in here, this guy, select his neck, and delete it. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Now we can GZ, bring it up till it lines up a little bit better. Alt R, GZ, bring it back down. RX, GZ, till it lines up, something like that. That is cool. Then we take this and GY and bring it forward, and GZ and bring it down just a titch. And we got ourselves a little bit more of a robotic neck. And it is cool. Like, I can't argue that. He's feeling a little bit less, 70s Star Wars. And sometimes I like 70s Star Wars, so let us not assume that that is a bad thing. But what happens now if we apply this guy? We remesh him down also to like 75. Just something grossly small. Okay, we Alt-X, apply that. And we're going to delete his old head. Courage of our convictions, right? What's in there? Oh, that's that thing. So let's make his head just a bit bigger. I'm going to go with Tab, Shift S2, and 3D cursor and scale it up just a titch. There we go. Probably useless and stupid. But Control A, rotation scale. He's got a mirror again. Tab, selected, Shift Q, utility, plate and sets. What do we get? Okay, it's not awful. And if we tab, we've got those parts selected. Now let's play inset again. This time, let's subdivide. Whew, and that is While interesting, we'll have to fix some things. Bring that down. We just get, oh, but it's so cool. We just get some weirdness we have to fix. Let's just fix them now. 1, X, dissolve vertices. X, dissolve vertices. It's not that hard to fix it. Bring it back. Man, yeah, that's a neat looking thing. Like that. Let's save. Now, I'm just looking. The danger with kit bashing, I'm like, oh, I could do more. Here's another shoulder piece from big, medium, small. Let's use it, see what we get. Take it down to like that. It might not tonally work for us, but it might. Might. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, individual origins. Can we GZ? Ooh, ooh, it might. I think we might like it more than those other pieces here. Mirror it. Yeah, and what if we take these boys? Because they don't fit anymore, but they might if we took them down and then let's go to global. GZ, GY. Like that. I don't know why he's got pods sticking out of his back, but I kind of like them. Let's scale it down just a bit. Does that give us more room? Not really, maybe a bit. Just up just a titch. Okay. Control A, rotation scale. Right. Those are looking neat. I like those shoulders now. And of course, now we get into the like, but now I'm not sure about his legs, because this is what happens when you start doing this stuff, is you're like, oh, that's cool, but what about this? Well, what about that? Does that change this? Hey, Winning Stories, I will keep on rocking. I'm just trying some stuff. I'm not 100% sure where I'm going yet, but I am kind of liking his vibe. I like those. Like I said, unfortunately, I think they changed the tone a little bit, so I might need to work that tone into it a bit more, which is, not the end of the world. But let's see what happens if we come here, 3L. We select that part there. Yep. And we Alt S and make it bigger. I like that. What if we take then this part, Alt S, and make it smaller? Okay, cool. I'm gonna take this part and just delete it because I made that too small now. But Alt S, bring it back to like there. GZ. Might be cool to have a little bit of this like cut ins, possibly. I don't know. I'm not thinking it yet. I'm just gonna undo that. Let's go back. Okay, bring that back. Bring that back. I do like this being bigger, but I think I want to take this whole piece now and shrink it smaller. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna find it over here. Hide it. I'm gonna find these and hide. Okay, cool. It is the one right below it. Now, Alt S. Or S Shift Z. Yeah, that's better. Cool. Yeah, I like that. I think that's cool. We got some stuff just sort of randomly sticking out now that we might want to have to play with. Um, let's see if we can find let's save first. I'm gonna go kit bash looking again. And like I said, if you weren't here before, I've kind of pulled my kit bash up into the other window just so I can see it better. And I realize it makes it harder for you guys to see what I'm doing, but I kind of need to for being able to see my space. Cool. Scale that down. 3. Rotate it. SZ. No, just scale it. Bring it in. As long as we can kind of see something inside of it, it could be cool to have that like that. Potentially. L. Even if we get rid of that, let's see. It could be all right. The leg part wasn't working for me after we adjusted things. So that is true. So if something's not working for you, even if you don't know what the answer is, you still have to do something. And that's where we're at now. And I'm going to try and keep track of time. But again, this guy may not get a scene. These kind of characters take longer than scenes do sometimes. Bring it down. Okay. So I like that for legs, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe. Can I? I feel like I want to go to his knees. I'll bring it back. We may have to just completely redo his legs, but I mean, we can do that. That's not a big deal. Yeah, I like that for the leg. Just giving it that bone section there is cool. Can we bring this forward now? Does it maybe, and the feet, probably. If we can make our life easier by doing that both together. Yeah, I think so. Okay. This piece is not working anymore. Get rid of it. We might even be able to just go, can I just do something as simple as closing it? Maybe. Oh, I kind of like that it sticks at the back too. It makes him a little bit more off center. On the other hand, he's got this huge chunk and chest piece here. Did that get moved? Did I move something else and not move that too? I feel like it was that in your face before. No, it was more like that before. Had to be back further even because lots of stuff got moved, I guess. Well, let's just rebalance. Yeah, because that was lined up there. So you could see that was part of his body. I was like, why is his chest sticking out like he's pregnant? What the hell? All right, so that's better. 3. Let's see if we can grab all those parts. Not that. There we go. Why that too? What the heck? I want to grab this, 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 and this. And that's it. Yes. Okay. Weird. Better. Yeah, he's feeling more robot-like to me now, which is cool. So can I take this piece here, L, and I want to separate it out. And what's it look like? I'm going to quad remesh it. I'll give it 100 again. We're going to take probably more than that, but no. Let's just select that piece. It's solid. Should be solid. Kind of gets bumped. It's getting bumped. Let's see, apply. Let's see if we can't remesh it in Blender first, see if it likes it better. Oh, I bet you I know what's wrong. Alt V, face orientation. No, it's lined up right. Let's see, 3. Oh, that's just an ugly face. I mean, that's not a face. It's just awful. Okay, let's fix that. That's what I caused the problem. 1. Actually, 2. Let's see if we can do it this way. There to there. No. Yeah, and there to there. Delete this first. Don't bring it back. Tab, Alt V, get rid of that awful blue. And I just want to see this as object. Am I editing the wrong one? Is that my problem? Yes, I think it is. Okay, yes. Okay, there we go. And now, all right, 2. Just like that. To there, this to there. Edge, bridge edge loops. Good. Cool. Fill it. Cool. Now, this guy here. What do I do? To there, to there. Shift D, GZ. Just bring it out. Okay, yep. And we're going to go that to there and this to there and edge, bridge edge loops. Okay, cool. Then we should be able to go fill and fill now. Fill. Okay, now if I do remesh quad count, well, first off, let's George or yeah, Alt X, mirror it correctly. Okay, make sure it looks correct. It does, yes. Apply, and now quad remesh it. There we go. That did it. Let's fix the geometry. And I'm just going to take, ooh, yeah. Cool. Solo. Piss off. E. Down. Cool. And Control I. Now. Tab. Solo it. I don't want the, let's see. C. Undo that. Plus Control I. Invert that, everything so that interior section. Great. Shift Q. Plate and set. And we can give it a bit more thickness. No, not thickness. Depth. And sub at 1. Cool. Yeah, okay. All right, it feels more in line, maybe. Maybe. I'm just gonna try one more thing though. I wish these kids I could see what's going on better. I'm looking for a plate. How's this for a plate? That's a good plate. RX90. Yep. Scale it in. Alt G. Scale it in. 1. G. Scale it in. RY180. Maybe. I don't know if I want it pointing up top. Scale it in. But I do think this is where we're going. rotate it like that. 1 R. I just kind of bring it down so it sort of lines up better. Cool. Yep, I like that. Let's save. Solo it, edit it. And let's grab, can we just grab this face, these faces? This loop. Okay. Unsolo, E, in like that. Yep. Let's do the same thing down at the bottom. Just give it like 1 or 2. Into the center. It's got a center line. Yes, it does. So like those 2. E. So just connect it into the leg, basically. And then mirror it. All right, finally. There we go. If we have time, we'll rig it. It's not going to be complicated. It's just going to be a simple rig. It's just I'm just going to AccuRig and bring it in. But yes, I am planning on rigging the guy before he's done. That's why I brought him up to a T-pose before it started, just because it'll make it easier to use mix-up poses. But again, this is going to be like, there won't be anything weird about this rig at all. No, don't do that. I hate the way Kitbash 3D stuff does this. It always puts it a parent to an empty. I'm like, why are you doing that? I'm sure there's a reason. It just doesn't fit with my process. Yeah, fine. Don't worry about it. Just leave it there. I just don't like seeing empties. So there you go. Now I don't have to see empties. Save. I think we need some cables and some plates. Just kind of get into it too. I think this now needs some plates. A, Shift Q, panels. I mean, panel seed. Cool. Maybe even F9. And let's bring our max down a little bit. You go to walk and bring our max up a little bit. Let's see which way we want. Now that's good. Give us some plates. And yeah, some here too, maybe. A, tab, Shift Q, panels. I'm not liking it as much there that way. Let's bring it in. If we sub it, I just want to see what happens with a cut. Nah, just not digging it. Go away. Don't need it. If we want to, we'll add some details another way. Okay. Let's do some bits. Shift A C. Now, create a cable. Here to here. Scale it down. Cool. And we're just gonna be methodical and mirror it at the time. And let's do another one. That's just too good a location not to. Sometimes you just get these points that like it wasn't what it was made for. That's just a screw. But if we put a cable here and a cable here and shrink it down. Cool. We'll have to edit it and bring this point up a bit. But cool. And again, mirror that. Random flow add-on? Yes, I use the hell out of random flow. It is very useful to me. Let's see if we I and G. Ooh, that's kind of neat. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, yes, let's do that. Although maybe even this too. 3G. Yep, cool. And oh, and the cable is cable radar that I'm using. I don't know, it's hard sometimes for me to tell exactly which part you're talking about, but that's cable radar. Another really good one. Here to here. Bring that in. Cool. Here to here. Better anyway. Cool. Mirroring it. And let's do the same on the back side. Like here to like there. And mirror that as well. And save. Save, for the love of God, save. Let's do a couple down here. From like random part that doesn't mean anything here to random part that doesn't mean anything here. All right, sure. Mirror. And maybe another one from here to here. Oh, yeah, to the wrong side. I hate when I hit the wrong button by accident at the end. I'm like, cable radar gets really picky about that. You must double confirm or it just goes away. There we go. Okay, cool. Cool. Right. Where are we at? 57 minutes. Okay, cool. Now I was thinking about giving this guy some clothes, actually, just kind of for funsies, but I don't know if I will this time. It could be neat, but maybe we'll just leave him as a droid, though. If we're gonna just leave him as a droid, let's add a few more cables. Okay. Hearing him. I just want to have something that he kind of has, you can see some parts sticking out kind of at any angle. Again, we'll go with the circle part here to here. Okay, yep. Looks good. This is just sort of micro messing around, right? I mean, it doesn't actually mean much, but I feel like it does help somewhat. I just want to create one that runs all the way along there. Create a cable from here to here. And D, I want it to be very, very taut, comparatively speaking. Cool. I am liking him, though. I think he looks pretty cool. I might want to try playing with this just a little bit. This is kind of, I don't know, bugging me is the right word, but I want to grab that section there of the head. Yep. And then that section there, like that. Okay. And Q panels, maybe? Let's see, what does it look like with panels? Cuts. Walk. Maybe. None. Margin. Just a tiny titch of a margin. Something like that. Q sharpen. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Very cool. Now this guy. L. Yeah. When I don't want the whole piece, because I just want hide the top parts. Do I still have, can I still grab cut faces, Shift G, vertex group? Yes, I can. 3. Awesome. Make it bigger. And scale it. Yes. Cool. I like that. I'm going to inset and normals. Bring it out again. Oh, yeah. Cool. I do like that. I didn't mess with the hands at all. Maybe we'll do a little bit. I'll tab just the palms. Panels. Cool. Doesn't need much, just enough to be like, oh, yep, those are robot bits. Save again. I have around an hour. Okay, so let's see where we're at. Now, all the cables, and we're just going to object convert to mesh. Cool, and then we're going to join them together into one cable object, and we're going to give them their material so they don't freak out later. Rubber, add material. There are our cables. Now, I'll select them and just turn them off for right now. A, Q, Q, apply modifiers. Hard ops. Okay, now join them all together into our one robot dude. And we still have cables separated, right? Yep. And these were our original leg bits that we don't want anymore, so we're just going to delete those. So they don't mess with me later. And this was him. What's this? Oh, that's that empty that I no longer need. Okay. Tab A, U, Q projection. Give me something. What's our colors looking like? It's like, what's that noise? I'm like, oh, they're mowing the lawn outside. I'm like, there's this weird grinding noise in my, like, please don't let it be my video card. Shaders. What color do we want him to be? We could go with this gross yellow. I always seem to start with it. I'm like, let's make him gross yellow. Metal sheeting. There is gross metal. I do like that better, though, I think. His shoulder pads are what? Frames T1. I think we make that gross yellow. That's pretty cool. And all right, let's just go down through and look. We've got, I don't know what scene root is anymore. Let me get rid of it. Emissions, that's that. Great. Glass, that's that. These are those Kit Bash 3D ones. Metal dark gray. Darker. Yellow. Let's use my yellow on that. Did I just lose all Blender? Ah, Blender just crashed. Yay. The crashing Blender. Let's see what we lost. I know we saved before too long, and it probably saved with backup even better than that. Let's see. Thanks, Blender. Recover, autosave. Autosave. Yep. Where are we at? Oh, we lost all that. Okay, cool. So we lost our paintings. But it looks like he's all one mesh again. Yes. Tab, A, U, Q projection. And okay. I've got them up here. Shaders, I'm just gonna do this fast because I think we kind of decided what we wanted it to be. That to be that. Yes. We wanted, where's T? Frames T1 to be our grunge yellow painted metal. Yep. We wanted this to be the same material, but we'll keep it as a separate slot just so that in case you want to mess with it later, we can. Hi, Milan. We had a Blender crash, but we're back up and running again. We are stronger than ever. I want to take this part, L, L, and I want to assign that also to grunge painted metal with yellow. Yep, very much so we do. Did I accidentally delete his? Oh, I accidentally deleted his pads. Well, he is no longer going to have armor plates because we're not going to deal with it for right now. He had armor plates here, and that was what I deleted, I think. Oh no, they're there. They're just hidden. Are they a weird texture that doesn't scene root? What the heck is that? Move slot to the top and delete it. No, can't do that one. And delete it. There we go. It's like, what the hell? Make another robot. There we go. Good. He still has those things. I was like, what the heck? Save. Okay. He's very grungy, but I kind of maybe we'll leave him grungy for right now at least. He's an old school. He could be from the Colony. Yeah. Ooh yeah. Yeah, that's cool. This part here, what do we got? This is mech attachment part 2. Well, we're going to change that to classic Chrome standard. Let's see what it gives us. It's weird. He should be mirrored, right? Maybe he's not anymore. Let's just mirror him again. Everything about him is mirrored, so we'll just mirror him. Or no, it's not because the head's different now. Ooh, we can't do that. Well, it's fine. They're a little different. Okay, I'm not gonna stress. Not gonna stress. Are these parts L? Did it get? What is that? It's plain gray. Oh, I guess it's close enough to other stuff. It's losing the. I was like, why is it flat? Okay. Right. What's this part here? That needs to be the other one too. Painted yellow. There we go. Just so now that we're going forward, we're taking all of our disparate elements and making them into what we want them to be. And that's like, yes, we kit bash from a few places, so we need to fix this materials. This should be distressed. Did I put it in there? No, I didn't bring distressed in yet. Distressed hull texture. Right? There we go. Save that. We're just going for grunged. And this should also be distressed hull texture. Cool. All right. So we got a guy. I might mess with this texture some more later, but I think I'll get to the rigging part because I know that somebody wanted to see that. Okay, we have saved. I'm going to you don't actually have to have all parts be the same for this, but just to make my life easier, I'm going to join the cables to him, and he's all one mesh now. The cool thing with AccuRig is it does work with multiple separate meshes, something that Mixamo can freak about. We're at 355,000 polys, which is within the AccuRig scale, so we're good there. Okay, let's again save, and we need to export him as an OBJ. Golem for rigging. So like I said, this is not going to be exciting, I don't think, but we'll do a rig. I hope it's just everything you want and more winning stories. I deliberately try to find the simplest way to do this, which is why I don't rig in Blender because it just seems complicated to me and I've never figured out how to do it. I even own whatever it is, the Blender rigging plugin, and I still haven't figured out how to do it. Livestream golem for rigging, importing the model. Yes, this is a dense model. It's not a dense model. Fine. Force symmetry and rig the body. I said I used to just do this in Mixamo, but Mixamo has a poly count limit of about 120,000. It seems like a soft limit, but I run into problems past about that. So I got used to not doing it. Okay, it's all over the place. These feet should be down here. These are for the foot. The knees should be here. Those parts should be there. This should be here. That's there. We'll bring that in a little bit. That seems like a good spot for that. I'm just setting where the bones are going to go. Base of the neck is there. Top of the neck is there. Those are kind of meaningless to us, but they're going to affect that. That would be the shoulder bone, the collarbone. So I don't actually mess with that bone terribly often, but there it is. Cool. Okay, and rig the hands. He has 5 fingers. Yes. Next. Do. This program does a really good job, and it's free. So like, if you have a PC, just go get it. It's about as simple a rigging thing as you're going to be able to find. It does it locally, and it does a good job, and it allows for things like different numbers of fingers and all that kind of stuff. So highly recommend it. I'm just gonna make sure my joints are lined up where they're supposed to be, and they're not. Joint, 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 joint. That one seemed pretty good. That was reasonably good. That one's good. All right, that one's way the fuck off. And okay, yep. And I've got it mirrored so I don't have to do both hands. But you could do each individual one if you had if you did like Hellboy who had different sized hands or a gun for a hand or something. It doesn't have to be mirrored. I'm just lazy. Sorry, I went back to Blender. Applying skin weights. Yes. This one might take it a few seconds longer just because it's a little bit bigger of a model and there's some weirdness to like the neck and stuff. Hopefully it'll be all right. Normally I just kind of like let it go and think about it. I know what we can do while we're waiting. Yeah, look at a Daz figure. The shame of it all. Mix them up. I don't own it. Log in. Nobody watch. Yes, it's me. Yeah, Mixmo is just an Adobe site. If you don't use it, piss off Adobe. Fine. You've saved my settings. So let's go find just a pose we want him to stand in. And neutral idle. And it gives us a few options to adjust things like the posture. We can bring it. Now he's sad. Bring him. I don't want him quite as sad. I make his stance a little less front, a little more front on, even a little less sad. I mean, you can ask questions. I probably won't know the answer. I am not a rigger. You are welcome to ask questions at any point, anywhere you can find me. And I will either answer. I will answer. The answer might be I have no fucking idea, but I will answer. Download. Sure. FBX. Download. And all the folders. Neutral idle. Saved. Let's see if we got it done. There he is. He's rigged. And just like to see what he looks like walking. He walks fine. We have ourselves a robot. Export. X. Blender. Okay. I mean, the trick with rigging, as far as I'm concerned, is if it works, it's stupid easy. If it doesn't work, it's black magic and I have no idea. So you just kind of like hope it works. It's as dumb as that kind of sounds. That's my, what do? I hope it works. Okay, turn him off and import our rigged version of the dude. I didn't rename him, but that's the rigged one. And Alt S to bring him back for size. And let's just fix his materials real quick. I have quite a few. Sheen gray, emissive. Just making it back to the actual Blender materials versus the proxies it creates. But it doesn't take long. I might change some of these materials later too, but they don't really matter much to you folk for the purposes of doing this. So now he's back to exactly how he was before we started, but he's rigged. Save him. Let's import the other guy, our neutral idol that we created. There he is. And let's find over here, I don't even remember where it is, Rococo. The Rococo retargeting, or Studio Live add-on. I just use it for retargeting. The source is going to be that dude there, and the target's going to be that one there. And build our bone list. And looks good. I've done it many times, so it should be fine. Retarget the animation. And there we go. There's our retargeted animated dude. If we turn off armature 1, just delete him now, we don't need him. We can see that he doesn't move much because it's an idle, but our dude has animation. Whee, he breathes. Why is he breathing? He's a robot. I don't know, but you know. And that's the extent of my knowledge of rigging, essentially. Pose mode. Shift hide to get rid of the bones that AccuRig creates that Mixamo doesn't give a damn about because they're now no longer part of my active rig. And GZ, and just bring it all down back to origin. And I'm going to turn off the animation because I'm not animating him, and this way I can change his pose and it doesn't bother me. It won't wig out. Let's take that, turn viewport display to in front so I can actually see. And we're going to go pose mode again. And I find that I like to be in local so I can actually rotate along the axes that the bone is versus globally. It just gives me more control. And there's our robot. I have the laziest workflow on the planet as far as I'm concerned. It's like, does it work? Great, do it. I'm going to make these. Like I said, I think I knew I was going to come back through and edit it some more. No. Let's grab our dude. I'm going to go him to rest position just so that it's easy to mess with him. And, oh, I'm in pose mode. Object mode. Back to this guy. And see if I can just grab this piece. Can I get the whole thing? Yep. And yep. And I make that also my grunge yellow, assign. There we go. So he's like an old construction bot or something, probably from the era of the settlement founding, which is like, I haven't decided exactly how far back, but like 100, 200 years, something like that. And he's just an old feller. He's been around for a while. He's seen some shit. I actually I like how just grungy he is, quite frankly. I did think about putting some clothes on him. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday, we'll do a character and put some clothes on before we rig them, just cause I think it is also kind of fun and neat to see. But he's good. We can mimic one of those silly concept art robots in a military jacket that were so huge because of photo bashing tutorials back like 7, 8 years ago. I still laugh at them all. Hi, I'm a droid in a U.S. Army jacket. Why? I don't know. Because this way, as a photo basher, I could hide all the joints. You know. And then people, that's so cool. Okay, all right. It's not uncool. I'm just looking, seeing what we see. Yeah, he's working. Where you at? I might even end this one a few minutes early because I don't have time. Well, we'll give him just a display I just hate ending early. It just makes me feel like I'm lame. Let's just give him a plane. Rotation and scale. It's pretty silly, right? Like, no one's paying me. I'm just doing this for fun, basically. But like, oh, I can't end early. I'd be letting the people down. Nice wet material. Bring it back. And HDR maker. And categories. Yeah. Actually, we'll just bring our own in. Import images. Sky. Mud road, just sky. I need to add this into there, but. And cool. And then we'll give them a light. Give them some sun. Bring it that way. We'll go back to global just so you can see where we're at. Rotate it around. And we'll set its color temperature to be like, I don't know, late afternoon golden hour. Increase it up a bit. And I don't think this is going to be the scene, but I'm just playing. Area Alexa, cool. Lens, anamorphic, resolution, widescreen. There's our boy. Oh, let's give him, let's actually adjust the focus so he's right. Now he's in focus. Cool. And I just want to see, I might regret this. A, Q, actually, sharpen. Yep, that's cool. Yeah, he works for me. I think that's an acceptable robot. I like his back. I love these kind of things. I don't know why they're silly. I like his spine that you can't see at all that I spent, time in the beginning laying out. But I think it's cool. And I am kind of the opinion when you're making stuff, sometimes you make things that don't get seen, but they help keep you in the mood. So then you make better stuff later. So it's not wasted even sometimes if it works, if you never see it, you know, if it gets you in the mood, as it were, then that's cool. I wonder. I was just thinking about do I want to make his fingers yellow or black or something, or could do something like that. Nah, we'll leave them like they are. All right. Well, there's our boy. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I hope that was helpful, Wedding Stories. Like I said, I don't have a lot of particular information to give, and there are some great rigging tutorials out there. They're just in depth, and yeah, I am, yeah, I haven't delved like that yet. I will at some point in my life. Yeah, so there we go. If you're watching later, or even if you're watching now, please like and subscribe on YouTube. That would make me happy. Um, I'm going to post up a scene with this guy by the end of the morning. It won't be this one. And I'll be back again on Monday. So thanks again. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the flip side. Okay, bye-bye.